Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking playoff basketball tonight. Today only, we've got a promo code for 25% off the entire website on picksandparlays.net. If you use the code football, yes, just the word football, you get 25% off. We've got Craig Trapp joining us to talk Celtics and Raptors. The Raptors are favorites in this one for some reason or another. They're -1, so almost to pick them. The over-under is 215. So first thoughts when you see that line, Craig?
A little fishy, I thought, because obviously the Raptors were the favorite in the first two games. So after you get a 2-0 lead, you'd have to think, what? Boston's going to be favored, right? Or at least this line would get bet down immediately, but hasn't done so far. Maybe on game day we start to see that public money, because I'm sure with the two wins in the first two games outright as an underdog that Boston will get some money. But it's definitely a fishy line when you see that the Raptors are favored by one here.
Especially if you watch the Celtics Raptors game. Let me tell you, I had the Raptors team total, and I wanted to throw my phone out the window and break my TV and all of my electronics along with it. The Raptors looked really bad. They shot terrible from the field in their first game, and I thought, there's no way that they're going to shoot this bad in game two. And you know what? They shot that bad. Granted, a little tiny bit better, but still shooting 40% from the field, and I think it was 11 for 40 from the three-point line, something terrible like that. Yep, I have no faith in the Raptors anymore, so that's why I'm taking the Celtics in this one. They looked like the better team. Their defense looked a whole lot better. Down the stretch, the Raptors just looked pitiful. Siakam could not get a basket to save his life. He couldn't even hang on to the basketball. So you've got to convince me if you like the Raptors in this one.
Well, I do like the Raptors here. I do think the fishy line, first of all, put me on the Raptors. And then secondly, I mean, the Raptors played what I would call a poor game and still were leading into the fourth quarter. So I think they need to play a little faster. That is part of the problem. The Raptors, playing the two small guards against most teams, not that big a deal in the NBA anymore. But other than Kemba Walker, the Celtics play a really big lineup. And when they switch all the time, it's really tough for Van Fleet and Kyle Lowry to get their shot off against all the length of Brown and Tatum and company. So to me, I think they have to play faster. I think they will do that. I don't see the Celtics sweeping out here. So, and I think the most likely game that they win is game three. I could see a little letdown even from Boston. I also think the over is nice play because, like you said, we've got this to come down a little bit because Toronto played so poorly and shot so poorly from three. But they're a pretty good three-point shooting team, so I do think they will shoot a little better in game three. So I'm going to take Toronto as my better play, and then I'd take the over as a slightly less play.
Here's the problem. They slow the game down so much and they go in that half court set. As someone who is pulling for the team total to go over 109 points, I noticed just how slow they were playing. So something's going to really have to change for them to hit that over because Toronto has not scored 100 points in either game, and it's been really tough to watch if you have them. But that's going to do it for our Celtics Raptors talk. Sorry I was so bitter. As always, thanks
Happens.
for your insight, Craig. That's going to wrap it up here on Picks and Parlays.